Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my July TBR. So I am in a reading slump, so love that for me, not. But with that being said, the only books that I'm looking forward to reading right now are romance books. They're literally the only thing that I can get through at the moment. So I am going to make this TBR fully knowing that I'm probably not going to read all of the books that are going to be on this TBR, but I am going to try my hardest. So because I fell into a slump during June, there are going to be some spaces that we do have to go back this month. So I will go over that when we roll to pick to see how many books I'm going to be reading. So we'll go over all of that then. And yeah, so I'm hoping to get out of my slump this month and fingers crossed that's what happens. But we're just going to go ahead and get on into seeing how many picks there will be and pick number one. Starting with last month's TBR, we will have to go back some spaces because I did fall into a reading slump. So we will be going back a few. Now, first we had a romance, which was a DNF. So I will be going back one red space. Then we had a double fantasy. So I will be going back two green spaces because I did not read either one. And then we also had a romantasy. We had a double. I read one out of two. So I will be going back one blue space. So this is where we will be starting for July's TBR. I will be rolling a 12-sided die to see how many books I will be reading in the month of July. 9. Okay, I'm going to keep that. Pick number one, Romantasy. Pick number one was a romantasy, and for this pick I'm going with The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. This is the second book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I read the first book not too long ago and really enjoyed it, so fingers crossed I can get to this one. I haven't really been in a romantasy mood, but I feel like because I enjoyed the first one so much that I will like this one just as much, if not more, and I'm super excited to hopefully get to this one soon. Pick number two, double fantasy. Pick number two was a double fantasy, and this hurts because, like I mentioned, I'm not in a fantasy mood, but I have some picks that I have been excited to read, so fingers crossed that I will enjoy them and that I can get to them. But for our pick number one, we've got City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards, and I have been hearing really good things about this book. I've been hearing if you like Crescent City, you'll like this, and I really liked Crescent City, so I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy this. I've also heard that it has kind of like a little murder mystery subplot, which I enjoy, so I'm excited to get to this one, but it is a little chunky, so I am a little bit nervous about that, but I have been wanting to pick this up, so hopefully July will be the month. And for the second pick for this card, I ended up deciding to go with A Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Rorick. Now, I read Lady of Darkness not so long ago. I binged the whole series like within a month and absolutely loved it, so I just had a feeling that I would love this book, and so I decided to pick this up. I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy this as much as I liked Lady of Darkness series, so hopefully this is another thing that could help me possibly get out of my reading slump. So I'm super excited to read this one and hopefully I can get to it in July. Pick number three, Prompt. White on the cover. Okay, since we got a prompt, we will be moving back to the prompt space that is down here. That just means that we will get to play with this character a little bit longer. There's no real penalty or anything for that, so we will be moving it all the way back to here. Pick number three was a prompt, and the prompt was white on the cover. So for this prompt, I am going with Bear Town by Frederick Bachman, and obviously there is some white on this cover with the ice, and the text is white as well. And I have actually started this. I am reading this for a video project that I am working on. However, I started this right when my slump hit, so I have literally been on page 14 for nearly a month now. now. So I'm hoping putting this on my TBR will kind of help me get the gumption to finish this book. I was really enjoying so far what I have read of it, but unfortunately with me being a slump, this just is not what I've been wanting to read, but hopefully I will get to it before the end of July. I'm having high hopes, but also I'm trying to just take this slump very day by day. Pick number 4, Double Romantasy. Pick number 4 is a double romantasy, and for the first pick for this card, I'm going with Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. And I read Anathema from Carrie Lake not too long ago, really enjoyed it, so I wanted to pick up Nocticadia, so this is my time to do that. I know that this is dark academia, and I generally am not a big fan of dark academia, and so I'm definitely interested to see what I'm going to think about this, but yeah, I'm super excited to read this. I really like Carrie Lake's writing style, so I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy this one. And for the second pick for this card, I'm going with Where Did You Go by Janine O'Reilly. This is a romantasy. This is the 3rd book in the Infatuated Fae series. This series is kind of going downhill for me, so I'm definitely interested to see what I'm going to think about this book. It is a bit of a shorter one, so I figured hopefully this can break up some of these chunky books that I've put on the TBR so far. Like, I'm not in a reading slump, but yeah, so I'm definitely interested to see what I'm going to think about this book and if I will continue on with the series after reading this one. Pick number 5, Fantasy. Our 5th pick is a fantasy, and for this one I'm going with a TBR vet, and that is going to be The Throne of Broken Gods by Amber V. Nicole. This is the 2nd book in the Book of Azrael series, and I have been wanting to get to this for a while now. I am hoping that I'm gonna really like this one. I've heard that this series just continues to get better. I thought the Book of Azrael was just okay in my opinion, but I'm definitely interested to see what I'm going to think about this. I've heard that this book is very much female rage, and I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for female rage, so we'll see about that, but I am hopefully going to get to this book here soon. Pick number 6, Romance. Pick number 6 was a romance, which love that. I've been so into romance. And so the book that I'm picking for this one is Behind the Camera by Chelsea Curto. This is the 3rd book in the Behind the Lens series by Chelsea Curto. This is a football romance following a single dad nanny trope, but she is also the team photographer for the football team. And yeah, this sounds so fun. So I'm super excited to read this one, and hopefully I'm going to like it. Pick number 7, Double Romance. Pick number 7 was a double romance, which I love to see. So for the first pick for this card, I'm going with The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. This is the 3rd book in the Campus Diaries series. That is kind of a spinoff of the Off Campus and Briar U series, following the kids of those people in those series. And I did read the Off Campus series, but I did not read the Briar U series, but I did read the other 2 books in this series, and I'm really enjoying Elle Kennedy's writing again, so I'm hoping that this will also pull me out of my reading slump, and hopefully I'm going to really enjoy this book, so I'm super excited to hopefully get to it in July. And for the second book for this card, I'm going with Problematic Summer Romance by Ellie Hazelwood. Ellie Hazelwood is an auto-buy author for me, so anytime she releases a book, I am buying it, and this was a surprise release, so I'm super excited to read this one. I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy it, and that's going to give all of the summery vibes, and again, hopefully this will also pull me out of my reading slump. This also is my July book of the month for my book club on Fable, so if you want to join us in reading this in the month of July, then the link for that is in the description. Pick number 8, Romantasy. Pick number 8 is a romantasy, and for this card, I'm going with A Bride for the Winter King by Anya J. Cosgrove. This is the 2nd book in the Curse of the Fae series, which is a romantasy series of standalones, and I enjoyed the first book when I read it, and I've been intrigued about the characters that this book is about, so I'm super excited to read this and hopefully I'm going to enjoy it. I'm also interested to see where our characters from the last book ended up with the way that it ended and going into this book, and how the events of this book will kind of play off of what happened in the first book. So even though they are standalones, they are interconnected, and definitely you do need to read them in order. So super excited for this one. Hopefully I can get to it in July, and hopefully I'm going to really enjoy it. And our 9th and final pick, Double Romance. So if I can read every book on this TBR, this is where we will be starting next month with our player. And for our 9th and final pick, we have a double romantasy. And for the first book for this card, I'm going with Left Forever by Tara DeWitt. I've been hearing absolutely amazing things about this book. I've been hearing people have been loving this book so much, and I'm so excited to pick this book up. I did get this book from Aardvark in my June Book of the Month box, so I'm super excited to get to this one. I, like I said, have really only been reading romance, so I have a feeling that this is shooting to the top of the TBR for this month. And for the second pick for this card, I am going with The Wrong Game by Candy Steiner. This is the first book in a sports romance series by Candy Steiner. I have only read one book by Candy Steiner in the past, and I really enjoyed it. Plus, with this being picked up by a traditional publisher and the new cover, I thought it was so cute, and I love this like bubblegum pink color, so I wanted to pick this book up, and I'm hoping that I'm going to really enjoy this book. And like I said, since my reading slump has me really only reading romance, I have a feeling this one also will probably get bumped up to the top of the TBR this month as well. So these are all of the books that I am hoping to read in the month of July. This is a pretty hefty stack. We've got some really thick boys in here, which I am really excited about all these books. And if I wasn't in a reading slump, I feel like I could get to all of them in July, but unfortunately I just don't think that is my journey for July, which is completely okay. I am just going to read what I can, and I want to continue to water my love of reading and just hoping to continue reading things that want to make me want to continue, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is going to be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these, or if you're planning on reading any of these, what your thoughts are, anything that you would like me to know about any of these books. I would love to chat about them in the comments. And if you haven't made it to this point in the video, leave the football emoji for my final pick of the month. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.